Nash's Produce, Fixed Auto Wreckers and Booyah Quarries. We wouldn't be here without them, and massive thank you to them.
Mate, it's been a pleasure watching you race and be competitive this season. Can't wait to see you next year. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for him, the Top Star feature race winner. It's Curtis Peel.
So from Top Stars to New Stars, we got AJ McDonald, Liam Cameron, Cooper Flynn and Sophie Sedans, your top 2 rows. Lights go green and we're away for the New Star final, and there is plenty of cars in this one. We go down into turns 1 and 2. AJ gets the better of the start, and Cameron's going to slot over second. Santon is right there, and Flynn slots into 4th. Spencer's got Taylor and Francis for company now. Those 2 go 2 wide through 3 and 4.
The battle is on for 2nd and 3rd position between Santon now. Look at the inside, but backs out of it. Holds on the 3rd spot for the time being. The battle for 5th is on, as we see. That's 68 Taylor, who's found himself on the infield, was battling Spence through 1 and 2 and loses a bunch of positions.
She's going to safely rejoin on the back straightaway, but a lot of work to do. Heating up is this battle on front, so it's still AJ McDonald from Liam Cameron, Sophie Santon and Cooper Flynn. These top 4 cars have broken away from the rest of the field, but there's plenty of battles still going on. AJ now goes around one of the slower cars in turns 3 and 4 as the rest of the field files by as well. Santon right on the back of Cameron as they go past the slower car.
An extremely quick pace set out here for the feature race tonight for the New Stars. AJ McDonald has checked out our front. Both McDonalds were lightning fast tonight. Can AJ take every opportunity he's been given so far and end up in victory lane? He's doing everything right so far. The battle for 2nd is heating up as well.
Santon got a great drive that time, exiting turn 4, right on the bumper of Cameron, waiting for a mistake. Tries to go down the inside, can't do it. The 22 of Cameron's got excellent drive out of the corner. We've got a bit of a traffic jam ahead for our leaders. AJ McDonald goes past Burgess as the blue flag's in the air, telling the slower cars that the leader is about to pass them. As Cameron's got a bit of space now from Santon, and Flynn is still hanging with this group.
The battle for 5th is tight as well between Hayley Spence and Taryn Francis. They head through 1 and 2. Spence using that longer line and has the position for the moment. Francis has been working up high and made up a lot of ground to the 21 car through the last couple of laps.
2nd and 3rd have just zigged and zagged through a Coles car park of cars on the main straightaway without any sort of contact. And they've done a great job, as I smell burning rubber, and I believe that's probably the Shay Taylor car.
Yeah, Taylor getting that damage from that contact with herself and Spence early on in the race. And that is just rubbing, and hopefully doesn't go bang at the wrong time.
So she's found herself behind AJ, but a lap down. Still Cameron from Santon, and a long way back now to Flynn, who's lost ground during that melee with some of the lap cars. AJ McDonald in a league of his own right now, going around some of the slower cars. Taylor's got to check up behind Hunter Hedke. But one who's not in the pace is Sophie Montgomery. Well behind there in 6th spot. Just doesn't have it tonight. Oh, I think the tyre might have just gone on Taylor's car.
Well, the smoke stopped and the rubbing's gone. And around Shay goes. That'll bring out our yellows for the first time for the New Stars feature race tonight.
I saw it. I saw the car jolt sideways on the back straightaway, and I heard a pop noise, and then yeah, the smoke had disappeared. Thankfully, it didn't go violently and send the car sideways.
So Shay pulls it up onto the infield.
Because of that clean running. What has Montgomery got there? Back in 7th spot. So lights are out. We're set for a start of your New Star final, or the restart I should say. About half race distance still remaining. Lights go green and we're away. AJ caught napping a little bit as Cameron slams the back. Santon gets a good run, as does Cooper Flynn. Spence and Francis want to go with, so we'll go through 1 and 2. Santon on the top side of Cameron. Can she get a run this time? No, but there's nothing between the cars as they fly down the back straight away.
Santon now looking to the inside of Cameron's ahead through 3 and 4. Santon out of shape. Does that open the door for Cooper Flynn now, who gets a run up the inside into turn number 1? No, he has to back out of it this time. Spence and Francis follow them through for 5th and 6th, as there's battles brewing all over the racetrack.
The racetrack, the grade they did at interval has livened up this surface. I swear it's smooth as a baby's bottom down the back straight away. Looks clean as, and the juniors are loving it. Look at AJ upstairs over the lap cars. He zigs and he zags from the top to the bottom and back to the outside again.
Some very controlled racing out here at the moment from these junior new stars. Santa to the back and Cameron through 3 and 4. We got a yellows. Oh, we've had a big incident there for Montgomery. That front end is all out of shape.
Not sure if she's had a failure because I didn't hear any contact with the wall, so I'm not sure what's going on there with the Montgomery machine. But what's wrong with the car? It looks like it would be a heavy impact, but maybe she's had a suspension failure coming out of the turn 2, and luckily hasn't been collected by any of the cars coming down the back straightaway. The Burgess machine is stopped, Burgess car away, which is sounding not great, but the light hasn't gone back on, so we might still get a start here. They may send the Burgess car to the infield. So McDonald to lead them away, and as I say that the lights go yellow. Let's get this feature run and done. So a field stacked up, juniors ready to go racing. They're bumping each other as they get set for this start. Single file past the cone, no passing till you get past the cone on the main straightaway. No matter how good your run is, you can't pull out till you go past it. So let's wait for this green one. AJ McDonald to lead him away. Lights go green and a bit better start than last time, but Cameron gets an equally good start. And yellows to the outside. Yellows again.
Burgess parked it again over turn 4.
That car, whenever it stops, it can't restart. I think Sean will tell him to put it on the infield.
Yeah, I think as she's rolling up that time, Brendo, that it was showing the mechanical black flag, which is the black with the white circle, as you would have seen the flag is showing there. So
out. So we'll see what they can do this time.
So lights are out, we're going racing once more. 10 laps in the books, 5 to go. Can AJ McDonald build on his lead? Tell you what, they're only a couple of tenths off lap record pace. Green flag are racing, it's a nice slow start. Cameron's right on the bumper of McDonald. Here comes Sanson as well.
So Cameron tried to move to the outside but didn't have the run on. AJ too quick mid-corner, and Santon goes through on the inside, then neck and neck down the back straightaway. Plenty of space given to both. They go very deep into the corner. Santon gets good drive on the bottom of the racetrack. Swaps to the outside and they're right behind AJ now.
Santa looks very strong through 3 and 4. Might even have something for the McDonald car out front. All over the bumper of AJ through 1 and 2. Bit of contact there in the exit of 2. McDonald holds on though. Down the back straight they go. Can Sanson keep the momentum?
Sophie with some pace after the restart. The car just doesn't slow down as she goes to the high side through 3 and 4. The car is a menace to the back bumper of McDonald through turns number 4.
3 laps remaining in this one. The Lismore driver, Sophie Sanson, is house in the back of the Bundaberg 17 of AJ McDonald. Through 3 and 4, around the lap traffic they go. Can they keep it clean and keep the pace going? Blue flag showing there's only 2 laps remaining.
2 to go on this cracking New Star final. Sophie Santon, does she have something for AJ in the closing stages? It gets crossed up out of 2. Looks to the outside. Brakes early, probably going to swap back to the bottom of the racetrack, and the lights go yellow as Spence is around in turn 2. And I hate to say it, but that may bring curtains to this one. We'll have to see what they do.
Yes, I think so. That they've called it.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
17.
So AJ McDonald going to take the feature race win. A little robbed of our grandstand finish, but a well-deserving victory. And Sophie Santon, after not running here a whole lot this season, congratulations. A great drive to take home 2nd spot.
That's definitely no mean feat, not to have raced at this track before, to come here and put it into that position. That is fantastic racing.
all the way to the wire as well. Would have been good to see that, unfortunately. Racing happens. But ladies and gentlemen, he was the man tonight. He started on the pole, did everything he could. He held on for the 14 laps we had in that feature race. Once we feel the car's clear, we'll give him his lap of honour with the checkered flag. For BWR Machinery in Drummond Street, Apple Tree Creek. We'll get the Bundaberg 17 car to go through. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for him. The youngster, AJ McDonald. Make some noise. Through turns 2 he goes. Come on, folks, make some noise for him. He drove incredibly all night. Put your hands together. Well done, AJ.
Hey, what's your last name?
Here he goes, some reverse donuts. Put your hand together for him, folks. Yeah, buddy. How good is that? The front wheel drive car. Well done to AJ. Well done to the team. First for him, second for his older brother.